Well, we're about to enter the Edison main house. This is where there was a living room and a library and the bedrooms for the Edisons. In 1947, Mina deeded it to the city of Fort Myers. Upon doing so, she left all the furnishings. So these are all original furnishings. The wicker that you see on the porches, the reason why there's the ribbons across it is because this is what was here when Thomas and Mina came down for the winters. And as you can see, wicker really holds up.
Sure, so this has this been restored?
This has all been restored. This house, the guest house, and the Edison caretaker's house just went through a $9 million restoration process.
Wow.
Welcome to Mr. Edison's Botanic Lab. I know, it's just a sight to be seen. This is how it was left after he died in the 1930s.
This is evident how busy he was and how much he really created in here.
Exactly. This is the place where Firestone, Ford, and Edison got together and were looking for a substitute for rubber. At that time, it was during the war, and it was very expensive to produce, and hence all the botanicals throughout the estates, or a lot of them were rubber-producing plants, and this is where it all took place.
This is the meeting of the minds and the creation.
Exactly.
This is impressive. This is unbelievable.
And as you see, there's just all these different types of botanicals all over the grounds, and they're just kind of planted here and there and everywhere. Well, this is Mina Edison's Moonlight Garden, and you can't imagine how beautiful it is at night. This is a reflecting pool, and the flowers that were chosen in here are very luminous during the evening, and she hosted garden clubs and different parties in here, and this is the only formal garden on the grounds, and it's just a lovely little area that we have here on the estates. It's just been restored.
So these are all of the same plants that she had in the garden?
They're very similar to the same. The architect was Ellen Biddle Shipman, and she was from up north, so she used a lot of up north plants, and they were constantly being changed. So by the end, they used a lot of the similar. But again, the bougainvillea is very, that's her bougainvillea, and this is very, very similar to the way it was when Mina was here in 1929.
Well, I think Mrs. Edison would be very proud.
I think so too. Thomas, as we know, did not swim in this pool. He did not believe in exercise. The only exercise he believed in was exercising your mind. And, but I think all the family and the friends and the guests really enjoyed this pool. I think it's the first one in ground in Florida.
First in ground pool. Mm-hmm. It doesn't look very deep.
It doesn't
look like it's all one level.
But I think it is because of the diving board over there that looks to be original.
Deceiving.
Yes, it's very deceiving. And this area behind us is the original Italian tile. Mina had the pool put in first, and then she had the little tea house, as she called it, put in, and she would entertain over here. I have one more thing to show you.
Great.
We're in the States Museum right now, and Thomas Edison was deaf, and this here is one of our artifacts. It's a box around a phonograph, and to compensate for his deafness, Edison, when he was playing, he bit into the wooden box so he could feel the bright vibrations.
Really?
Yes, so this is a very interesting piece.
And it notes that there's bite marks here.
Exactly, and the bite marks are right along
the
there, and
edge.
you can see. He's just a brilliant man.
Well, thanks for having us.
Thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
Come back anytime.
Absolutely, sure. I think there's more to see, actually.